Hello everyone, welcome back to this series. In this series, I'll explain you about Hawk. This is the exciting part we are starting to build. We start with a fresh folder. Okay, let's start making use of our framework Dino. We start by creating a file model. Let me save this file as mod.ts. So, let's make an import from our https dinoland we're going to import the Hawk module mod.ts. okay, and we are pointing to the Dinoland website redirect provided by this Dino.land website. Remember how Dino.land/x./Hawk/mod ts works? Just a redirect to the source code in Hawk's case, which is being hosted on GitHub. But now that we have our import, we are going to do something different. Remember, our import is just an URL, so it's up to the server behind that URL. In this case, you know the Dino.land website what to send back to us. So I'll take it here, and we can see it points to the source code of the latest version of Hawk. By default, it updates to the latest version of the Hawk module. Okay, let's import an application from this. Okay, an application is a TypeScript class, so we are going to assign it to the variable app const app. We are going to construct a new instance of it. The application has two methods. One is a listen method, which we will call on our app object. So we'll call app.listen. Let's assign our port here, constant in my case, let me assign to 8080 port. So I'll assign this port number over here. Okay, you see the HTTP method, it's being assigned to the port. In my machine, 8000 port is being already assigned to some other server, so I'll choose 8080 port. Then we'll pass this into the listen function. Sorry, this is app.listen, not application case, it's app.listen. And all the listen function is doing here is it's wrapping the server function in the standard Dino HTTP server, which we can see over here. Okay, so Hawk is going to do a lot more for us than this standard HTTP server. The other method on the application class is the .use method, which register middleware with Hawk. And middleware as what Hawk is all about. Pretty much everything we had is going to be a middleware in some form. In a simple way, middleware are just functions that are executed in order every time a request is sent to our server. And each work middleware function takes a context or a CTX parameter. So we can see by calling app.use method and passing in CTX instead of the middleware function. I'll show you how to do that. App.use CTX. So let's pass in the response body. CTX is an object which contains the current state of the application. Okay, it has two main properties. One is the request and the response. So I'll call the response and the body. And I'll assign the string called hello world. But to get more complete picture of how it looks like, let's check the Hook documentation. If you want to get to explore more with the syntax and all those. You see the class context. So in our Hook server dot this URL page, we have a Deno doc visible. So and the lister under class we have the context object. So here we can see that context is a class that has multiple different properties: app cookies, request, response and state. The tool that will be using 99% of the time are request and response. What request is an object which contains information about the current request. Okay, whereas a response, an object which contains information of the response that will be sent with the middleware when that finishes the processing. This just means that all of our middleware function have completed their execution. In our first middleware function, we are going to use the context dot response dot object and set the body property which will be sent whatever we set it back as a response to the incoming HTTP request. So we could set the body to something like this, hello world. So let me save this program. We'll run our program by passing in. Let me open up the terminal. Let me run this program. We'll have to pass in the hello net permission because we'll be accepting the incoming network request and send back a response back. So hello, it's dash dash hello net and the file name. So now after we execute our program, allow it to download the hook. Oh, I see some error over here. Response does not exist on type. Let me check over this. Oops. Did you mean response? Oh, I have capitalized this response. Let me make smaller case. Okay, let me save and run again. It's downloading all the dependencies of this hook module for us. The compilation process takes some time since it has to convert the TypeScript file. So once we execute this, we can browse to our site from the browser and it's hosted on HTTP localhost 8080 port. See, there you go. You see the output hello world. There you go. Our first Oak application is ready. That's it guys for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to watch more videos on this Oak or on the more Arduino tutorials, you could like and subscribe my channel. I'll see you in the next one.